Welcome to Charity Village Connects. Today we'll be speaking to the winners of the 2024 Charity Village National Awards. Joining me is Margaret Jetelina, Senior Manager, Marketing Communications at DIVERSEcity, co-winner, because we had a tie of two terrific organizations, for the award for Best Nonprofit Employer Volunteer Program by an organization with over 20 staff. Congratulations, Margaret.
Thanks so much, and thanks to Charity Village, and congratulations to our co-winner.
And, you know, that's very Canadian, actually, being so nice to congratulate the co-winner. I'd love to hear more about your organization. Can you tell our audience what it is that you do and your mission?
Sure. Well, DIVERSEcity Community Resources Society is a registered charity in Surrey, BC. It opened its doors 46 years ago in response to growing needs in the community, particularly for immigrant and refugee communities. Today, Surrey is really the fastest growing city in BC, welcoming about 28 new residents every day. And at DIVERSEcity, we offer many programs and services for them, everything from newcomer settlement services to diverse employment programs and English language classes, as well as counseling, and then also our volunteer program, which is why we're here today. Together, all of these social services help people in the community build their lives and to strengthen the community overall. And that's pretty much our mission, to strengthen communities. Underpinning all this work, DIVERSEcity is really guided by a commitment to social justice, equity, and truth and reconciliation. And ultimately, it's the people behind DIVERSEcity, from its board to its staff and all its volunteers, who are the change makers doing the work and making an impact in the community.
Well, that's great. Maybe you could tell us a little bit about your volunteer program.
Definitely. So we wanted to nominate the volunteer program, and just to highlight the importance of volunteerism as a whole for our work here at DIVERSEcity and in the community overall. It really has been a hallmark in supporting our delivery of our services for many decades. We have a stable of about 200 to 300 volunteers annually who contribute to the delivery and success of our programs and services. All these volunteers are guided by a small but mighty team of coordinators who recruit, onboard, train, and empower them with the skills and information they need to not only achieve the goals that they want, but to help support the delivery of services to some of our community's most vulnerable populations.
Well, as you may know, we use independent judges to actually choose our winners and assess all the applications. Would love to know from your perspective, what do you think really made your nomination stand out and made you get this win?
Sure. Well, I think our volunteer program is inspiring on so many levels. For starters, our volunteers really help us provide the important services we're doing in the community. So that could be anything from delivering groceries to isolated seniors, to helping us lead English conversation circles, to supporting us in our community kitchen, and so many other types of services. For example, this week we're actually wrapping up our annual Bundle Up Coat Drive campaign, which gathers coats, hats, and gloves for families in need. And this campaign truly depends on the support of volunteers. They're the ones who come, sort through all the coats, organize, help distribute the coats just in time for the colder weather and the holiday season. And then in the new year, the volunteer program shifts gears and starts busy training volunteers and preparing for tax time. So they help people, the volunteers help people file their income taxes through our annual income tax clinic. Another really interesting, innovative part of our program is that we've launched a volunteer brokering initiative, and that partners with other local nonprofit organizations. So it matches our volunteers with opportunities with their organizations. So that helps diversify the experience they have access to while supporting our partners as well and helping build the community and strengthening the community overall. And I think really what helps our program stand out is that not only are the volunteers making a difference in the community, which is often the reason they join in the first place, but they receive so much in return as well. So for newcomers who are volunteering, that could look like valuable work experience that they can put on their resume. And that's often the first experience they have in Canada. And this might help them overcome entry barriers they face in the labor market. For others, it could look like skill building or learning opportunities. And for really any volunteer, whether it's a newcomer or a senior or someone helping just to build their experience, it's all about connection. And it often leads to lifelong friendships, new opportunities, and often even jobs. And we actually, in fact, have a track record of many past diversity volunteers actually getting hired on at DIVERSEcity. In fact, two of our directors on our executive team started their diversity journey as volunteers.
Wow, that's such a nice story. And you're the third person I've spoken to today that talk about how, a lot of the people that have gone through their programs have ended up working for the organization afterwards. And so that's such a lovely sort of full circle of giving and how giving gives back to yourself. I would love to know really what it means to you and your organization to win one of the awards at the Charity Village National Awards, especially for the volunteer program.
Sure. I mean, I think recognition for the work we do is always a wonderful thing. It's an important way to share the stories of the people who are doing the work every day, supporting people and building communities, whether that's the volunteers themselves or the staff supporting the volunteers. Working in the nonprofit sector can be really challenging work, and an award like this kind of puts a spotlight on those teams and people who are really giving their all to make an impact in the community.
Well, on behalf of Charity Village and our entire team, we want to congratulate you and your incredible team at DIVERSEcity and the incredible group of volunteers that you have for all that you do and how much you're giving back to the community. So thank you and congratulations.
Thanks, Mary. It's a pleasure.